Alright, this is a video talking about my DLA program. This is a Java program that I wrote about halfway through freshman year. One of my friends who is a double major in math and environmental science came to me. He's super interested in geology and he wanted to make self-generating globes of imaginary planets that had realistic tectonics and stuff like that. And one of the ways to generate mountain ranges along fault lines is to add a height map to a DLA, which is a type of fractal. So I wrote him this Java program, this little Java applet. And if we open him up right now, here he is. He's a little DLA guy, DLA. And it gives you this little option. You can choose the height, width, and number of pixels in your image. And then you can choose color settings and stuff like that. And then if you press OK, it'll give you this little screen and it'll start generating your little fractal guy. And I made this little animation so you can watch the fractal grow. And basically the way this is happening is the computer is spawning a pixel somewhere randomly on the screen. And then it's walking by moving in a random direction, up, down, left, right, until it runs into an already placed pixel. And then once it runs into an already placed pixel, it fixes itself in place. And we start with one seed pixel in the center, and then the wandering pixel runs into the center crystal pixel and stops. And then the fractal grows bigger, so obviously it will grow outward as it's really difficult to make your way all the way down to the center once there's all this stuff hanging around. So you get this branching, natural frost-looking pattern. So yeah, once the image finishes placing, the 12,000 pixels I think I told it to place, you get this little pop-up that says it's finished, and you can save the DLA if you want to. As just a image, or you can choose to not do that. That wasn't a very special one, so I didn't save it. But you can get bigger heights and widths. You can get more pixels. Like if we try 20,000 pixels, let's see what that looks like. This is gonna like fill in all the way to the edge. I found that 12,000 pixels is like the perfect size for this size canvas. And then while that's growing, over here we have a lot of DLAs that I've made and decided to save because I thought they looked cool. This folder is me just messing around with a lot of, we just finished. And you see that it grew all the way to the edges here. So I'll put this to the side right here. Here's where I decided to mess around with a lot of different settings. Big gradient. Oh yeah. Here is where I did a much larger one with lots of pixels, and I decided to put a gradient on it. Here we are, black to white grade or white to black grade, and you can pick the starting color. So I started it with black pixels, and then after every pixel that I placed, it would slowly become whiter and whiter. And since it's on a black background, it has this like effect where it dives down into the center, like this is something growing out of an abyss, which is really cool. And then this is the setting that I gave to him to make his mountains. There's one seed crystal, and it's for the pixels, instead of being spawned anywhere, they're spawned from the corners. So this gives you like a mountain range looking thing here, and this is what he used to map to his planet generator. And then, this is a pink gradient one, where it started as white and faded to pink to black. Oh, this is spaced, where I messed around with the spacing, where I said the pixel places down if it's within a certain distance, so you get this weird like dotted effect, which is interesting. Let's see. Oh, start, center, end, edges, which is all the pixels are spawned in the center and they work their way out into the edges. You get this like algae growing on the edges of tanks. Start, corner, end, and center. You get all these fun little different variants. Here you're starting on the edges and you're ending in the center. Let's see. Ooh, this is like a cross. You start on the edges, and end in the center cross. Like all these fun little variants. Here's the mountains, but with more random colors. Yeah, so these are where I was just messing around with different variants. And then I found out that some of them look really cool as screensavers. So I made the width and height the same width and height of my computer screen, and then I made the pixel density pretty big. So this is a little small one that goes from dark blue to light blue with high resolution. And this is a cool white one that goes from light green to black. And I think this has like 1 million pixels in it or something. And these screensaver ones took like an hour to generate. You could watch them growing, and it took forever for anything to look like it was happening. But they're really high resolution. Yeah, I really like these. These were my screensavers for a while. I just haven't put them back. And then this is the first screensaver one I did. I really like him. Light green fading to black. Oh yeah, this is 100,000 pixel one. Yeah, the first screensaver. That looks really cool. Yeah, so this is my DLA program. It works really well. It runs pretty fast. The core logic is just a Boolean array with the pixel widths, and then you just mess around with one variable that has the location of the active pixel, and then it just checks against the Boolean array. And then once all pixels are placed, we convert the Boolean array to an image, and it's like it works pretty fast because we don't actually have to work with images until the very end. So that was a lot of fun to do. This is my little DLA generator.